my friends, and welcome back to another writing vlog. Today I'm going to be working solely on Project Orion because I have a little over a month until my deadline of finishing draft 2 and I'm a little behind. It has been a little difficult lately to find time to write and make myself sit down to write, and so I am a little behind. I'm still about the midway point in regard to the plot structure, but I am a little over halfway when it comes to word count and like the pacing of the story. I am on chapter 21 right now, and my goal is to finish this chapter today in this part of the vlog, because it's probably going to be a 2-day vlog, maybe even a 3-day vlog, just depending on like time and how much I get done, because I work today at 2:45 and right now it is a little after 10 a.m. I've been working a lot and that's part of the reason why it's been kind of hard for me to find time, is that I am working a lot more than I was when I was living at my old place. And so it's kind of an adjustment. I'm learning to work and also make myself write, and it's been a test of like self-control and willpower. So that's what is going on right now. But I know that October is about to be here, aka Preptober, aka it's almost NaNoWriMo, which means I need to finish this. I have a deadline of finishing draft 2 by November 1st. And also I just need to do that because NaNoWriMo is November and I need to work on my NaNoWriMo novel. So we're in a bit of a time crunch, kind of, not really. I know if I like sat down and wrote for hours and hours every single day, I could finish this no problem. But it's been hard to adjust with my new work schedule and filming and stuff like that. Gonna be working on Project Orion today. My goal for day 1 is to finish chapter 21. Right now, chapter 21 has 956 words, and I feel like this is actually going to be kind of a short chapter because it's almost a weird like transitional chapter almost. And I talked about in my last vlog that chapter 21 was part of chapter 20, but I ended up splitting it in half. And so I feel like this one's going to be a little bit shorter. I feel like I'm almost halfway done with this chapter, and so it is a little on the short side, but I'm okay with that. That's just how it feels. Also, I have decided to get back into writing my sprints and like the word count. I'm still not going to be paying too much attention to the word count, but I do feel like since I am in a bit of a time crunch, it does help with staying focused and like making sure I'm on the right track. So I'm gonna do what I did basically through camp and before camp, which is where I just do 10-15 minute sprints and I write down the time and then the word count, and then I kind of add it up in different intervals and take take a break, a longer break every 4 or 5 sprints. I just feel like it would help me focus and like pay attention more and sit here and write, because things have been kind of distracting lately and it's not fun. So right now it is 10:21 a.m. I'm probably gonna start a 10-minute sprint just to get back into it, get myself reoriented, and then yeah, we're gonna write. So it's going a lot better than I thought it would. It was kind of slow at first, but it's gotten to the point where I feel like I'm in a good rhythm, and I think right now I have about 600 words. I've done 3 sprints and each one was about 200 words. So I'm feeling pretty good about having 600 words in 30 minutes. I also just finished a scene, and so I have one more scene left of chapter 21 before this chapter's over, because there's only 2 scenes in this chapter. I think this scene may be a little bit longer, but I'm not sure. It may be just like the same amount of words. All right, time to do another sprint. So I have 736 words so far. I think it was 4 sprints that I have done. Right, I'm gonna go preheat the oven because I'm gonna make lunch. It is basically noon, it's 11:48. So I'm gonna make some lunch. And then while this is preheating, I could probably do 1 or 2 more sprints. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hopefully that'll bring me up to 1,000, which I did hesitantly put as like my goal for today, like on the paper when I wrote it down. Really my goal is to just finish this chapter, and so that'll be over 300 more words. I'm estimating that I've got probably about 500 to 700 words left for this chapter before it's done. So I think I will pretty much easily be able to finish this chapter today. I've got about 2 hours before I have to leave for work. I am a little, not worried, but like scared that the next chapter is gonna be like hard to write, because the next chapter is like the big moment where a lot of things are explained, and it's a lot of dialogue and explanation for some things, because they finally get to the island and they meet the people and it's this big thing and they're discovering new information that they didn't have before. And so I'm nervous that it's going to be a really long chapter and a chapter that's going to be really hard to write, and that scares me. And there's like this really big like secret, I guess, and in the first draft I did not reveal it here, but in the second draft I was contemplating revealing it here in this next chapter that I'm talking about, and I don't remember, I'm looking, I don't remember if I decided on when they tell, oh no, it's right here, yeah. So I decided that I was going to reveal this really big secret that's a pretty big deal for the story in the next chapter, and I'm just scared I'm not going to be able to like pull it off. So my goal is to just finish chapter 21 today, and then tomorrow I want to, well, I don't know if I'll be able to wake up earlier because I close tonight, and so I was going to wake up really early, but we'll see. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to focus on chapter 22. I'm not going to be able to finish it in the time I have tomorrow because I do work at 2, but I'm going to only focus on chapter 22, and then probably the next day I'll only focus on chapter 22, and I don't know what this vlog is going to have. I don't know if it's going to be today and tomorrow and the next day, or just today and tomorrow. I'll figure it out. It just depends on like how much footage I have and how long things have gone on and how exciting things are. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start another sprint and then eat lunch, and then hopefully reach 1,000 words. So I just finished eating lunch. I'm gonna do another sprint. I've got a little smoothie here. I think it is, yeah, so I've got about an hour until I have to leave for work, and so about an hour to write 1,000 words and finish this chapter. I know I'll be able to reach 1,000 words. I am hoping I'm gonna finish this chapter. I really think I will if I like focus on it this whole hour. So I actually just added this up because I haven't added up like the words that I've written during these sprints, and so the first 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 4 sprints I wrote 736, and then I had 2 more sprints after, which was 112 and then 152, and I just added it up because I wanted to like be able to give a total and kind of see how far away I am from 1,000. It equals out to exactly 1,000 words. So I have exactly 1,000 words. I've already gotten that. I need to finish chapter 21. I just thought that was kind of interesting that it was exactly 1,000. I'm estimating I have about 300 to 400 more words of chapter 21. So right now I'm gonna get ahead and get started on that, and we're gonna finish it. Okay, so this chapter is taking a lot longer than I thought. I thought it was going to be much shorter that I have left, but I've written over 700 more words and I am almost done. I literally have like a few more paragraphs left, but it is 2 o'clock and I have to go to work, so I have to leave right now. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna have to finish it tomorrow because I get off really late tonight. I'm literally right there though. It's like 2 or 3 more paragraphs, but I can't sit here any longer because I'm already pushing it and I need to get dressed for work and leave. So I'm gonna go ahead and see y'all tomorrow when I finish this chapter and start on chapter 22. Hello, good morning. It is the next day. It's actually like 11 a.m. so maybe it's not morning, but I went ahead and added up the word counts from yesterday from all the sprints that I did. So yesterday I wrote a total of 2,196 words, which was honestly a lot more than I was expecting to write yesterday because I feel like I didn't have much time. Today I have even less time because I have to work at 2, which means I have to leave at about 1:30, and it's already 11. So I've got about 2.5 hours. First things first, I'm going to finish chapter 21. Like I said, I have like 2 or 3 paragraphs left. This is the draft 1 manuscript, and so this is the end of the chapter, and then this starts, well, in draft 1 it was chapter 17, but this starts the next chapter, so I literally have like this much left. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add up the total word count for chapter 21 so I can put it in my little spreadsheet, and then I will see y'all after. Alright, chapter 21 is done. It took probably 5 minutes, so I'm pretty happy with that because I didn't want to have to sit here for much longer. This chapter went on a lot longer than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be kind of a short transitional chapter before it really gets into like the meaty stuff of this new revelation in regards to like the story structure. But it definitely was a lot longer than I thought. 3,310 words in this chapter. I thought it was going to be maybe 2,000. So let's go and put that in. I've been keeping my chapter length around 2,000 to 3,000, sometimes 4,000. I'll say 2,000 to 4,000 words per chapter. I do have maybe 1 or 2 that are in the 1,000s, but I'm not too concerned about it because I just do it based on like when the scene ends and when it feels like a good time to end the chapter. I don't really have like, I don't stick to like a solid word count or anything. It's just whatever feels right to me. Chapter 22. All right, moving on. So for those wondering about like daily word counts, just now what I wrote was 158 words. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to like keep track of it because it really does help me, I feel like, keep like on track, and it does help with like focusing on something when I have a deadline like I do for this. But I'm just scared that I'm gonna get so caught up in the word count because I've done that in the past where I just get way too caught up in the word count, and when I can't reach a certain word count goal I just beat myself up about it. But I feel like at this point I kind of need it because my deadline is November 1st and I have, actually, I don't know how much. Okay, so I'm at 60,000 words right now. So I have about 40,000 words left of this story and a little over a month. And I know realistically if I like tried super hard every day, I'd be great, but sometimes life doesn't happen that way. So I'm probably gonna end up tracking word count for the rest of this draft just because I do feel like personally it helps me a lot more. Okay, so we're on chapter 22 now, and I mentioned this yesterday that I'm a little nervous for this chapter because it's kind of a big deal and it's a big important thing and a lot of things change and there's a lot of revelations and secrets being exposed. And there's actually one, I was thinking about it and I was talking about, there's this one really big secret which is kind of like the central idea of the book almost, and in draft 1 I revealed it at the very end, I think in like the second to last chapter, kind of in the climax where it made sense, but at the same time it doesn't make sense to delay it so much. But I feel like it could make sense to delay it if I had maybe set it up better. I don't really know. I don't know. So in draft 2 I decided to expose the secret in this chapter now, which will change their goal and make things, you know, raise the stakes, that whole thing. I don't know how I feel about it. Both options like have their drawbacks, or I don't really know. I don't know. They both, like, neither one kind of feels right. So we're gonna do it here in this one and see which one works better, which one feels better to the story, I guess. And actually right now, I think I'm going to go back to my scene outline and just kind of reorient myself with what's going on, because this scene outline, like I have said many times, is new. All this like midpoint to the end stuff is like all new, and so when I made the outline, like it was fresh in my mind, but like now that I'm having to write all this new stuff again, I'm gonna just go back and read through and make sure I know where I'm at and what I decided on, and just refresh my brain with what's going on. And then I guess we'll start writing chapter 22. So I just finished kind of re-looking at my outline and looking at my notes that I wrote, and sometimes like I need a little reminder of like why I love this story so much and like the characters and everything, and I totally just got that because this, I don't know, it's great and I love it. And I don't know, after just going back over like here to the end and like reading over all the changes that I've made, it is like humble brag, but like it is so good and I love it and I'm so excited about it. And I forgot like how, you know, obviously I've changed some things for draft 2, and so that's what I'm talking about. Like for draft 2, the plan that I have, the pacing is so good, and the pacing in draft 1 was not very good, especially like the midpoint to the end. The pacing was so bad, it was so off, and there was a lot of like waiting around. There were a lot of like pointless scenes because I don't know, I wanted to like explain things with dialogue, but then there was too much, and I just planned for like too much dialogue and like sitting around because I thought like I would be able to write it better or something. I don't know, but draft 1 was kind of a mess from the middle to the end. But after reworking it and now coming back and reading how I reworked it, it is so much better. And obviously it's not perfect because it's only draft 2, but I'm just really excited. I love these characters, I love this book and this story, and it's so good. And I'm so excited because I am, as I've said before, I am making this a trilogy. And the end to like set up for the next book is so good. And I'm just so excited, and I really needed this. Obviously it was only like 5 minutes of like re-looking at it, but sometimes you need that. So if you're missing that and you're like, why am I even writing this, and you're getting frustrated and you're getting upset with your story because it's not working, go back, look at your notes, remember why you started this and just how much you love this and how much like you see yourself in it, and you know, like all that work that you've done for it, and appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna just start writing. I'm still worried about this because I'm scared I'm not gonna be able to write it well. This chapter and the big reveal stuff. That's the one thing where it's like not an issue with plot and structure, but like I'm just scared I'm not gonna be able to do it well. Anyway, okay, that's my talk. I'm gonna start chapter 22 and hope I don't screw it up. So I did 2 sprints and I've written a total of 614 words today. I'm gonna have to stop here because it is past 1 and I need to get ready for work and then go to work. Overall, I'm happy with the progress I made today. and yesterday. I am gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I am thinking I may do slightly more writing vlogs during October. Like, I have other stuff planned, especially for like Preptober and getting ready for NaNoWriMo, but I'm thinking about doing a little more, like a few more vlogs than I normally do, just so I can like motivate myself to finish this draft, because I really need to finish it before November 1st. So stay tuned for that if you want that. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all in my next video.